I need a plumber. Plumber. Yes.
For a gas leak, press 1. For gas heating and maintenance, it's 2. To book a standard appointment or to follow up on an existing repair, please choose 3. You're through to the repairs team. If you're calling for an emergency or a gas leak, press 1. For gas heating and maintenance, it's 2. To book a standard appointment, this line is for emergencies only, such as burst pipes, loss of power, or works needed to make your property secure. If you're unsure, you'll find a full list on our website. We'll aim to respond to an emergency within 24 hours. If your request is not of an urgent nature, please press 1 now to return to the main menu.
It is of an urgent nature.
You can reach us by telephone throughout the working week, and our reception is open for appointments on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays too. We'll put you through to a member of the team now. Just so you know, we record our calls to make sure we're giving our best service.
Me too.
If you'd like to know more, simply visit cambridge.gov.uk/privacy. As you're speaking to us today, we'd love to know how you feel about our service. So we'll be sending you a text with a short questionnaire to fill in after you've spoken to an advisor. If you'd rather not take part, please press 1 now. Thanks.
This is an emergency call, by the way. You notice? The upside down. Oh, that's better. Oh, home from Australia. It's 4 o'clock, so they're probably all having a cup of tea. It's really horrible music, isn't it? And horribly, the audio's dreadful. It's supposed to be though, isn't it? We hate the tenants.
Afternoon, you're through to Joan House and Repairs. How can I help you?
I'm sorry, could I ask your name again?
Yes, my name is Joe, spelt J-O.
Yeah. Okay, Joe. Now, I've got a blocked sink in my kitchen, but it's a recurring problem because, unfortunately, and I should interject at this point that I was a nurse 7 years, including 18 months on acute admissions, Adrian House. So when I use these terms, I'm not being derogatory, I'm being factual. Do we understand? This schizophrenic lady at 37 Ashley Court takes her excrement and pushes it up the pipe from my kitchen sink so that it blocks the sink. She hopes that the microbes in it will climb the water column and kill me. She, unfortunately, is very ill, needs attention, but the City Council has not responded by allowing 2 doctors and a social worker to visit her and make an assessment. This is unfortunate, but this is the nature of the way City Council housing operate. Now, she's done this 5 times previously, so I have a kitchen sink that is half full of possibly human excrement and other rubbish that I've been trying to clear since yesterday, and it's drained out about 2 inches overnight, so that's how badly it's blocked. Your plumbers have come out before, and I've told 6 plumbers this is what's going on. I've told 4 police officers, and I've told about 5 housing officers, and she still continues every week, 2 or 3 days. She's pushing her. I know it's human excrement because I can smell it. As a nurse working on wards and working in homes and all that, you know the difference between human excrement, dog excrement, cat excrement, etc. and excrement when somebody is particularly ill with CSA, CRSA, or different conditions they can get while in care.
Okay, can I just confirm the address you said that she lived at again, please?
She lives at 37 Ashley Court. I'm at 35 Ashley Court. This is dangerous, of course, and this means that the what is in the sink needs to be removed because it's a health hazard.
Bear with me.
That has not been addressed or dealt with at all in several years now. She's been doing this for years. Some people will use the word paranoid and delusional, and my answer to that is all my troubles though I choose, because these are people who are lying, who are not qualified to make such statements, who are fobbing off, ignoring and avoiding the job they're paid to do. In effect, criminals.
Just bear with me. Sorry to hear.
I'm sorry, Joe, to lay this on you like this, but this has been going on and on and on. And I'm already ill. I've got another psychopath in the flat above with 2 pit bull XL dogs, but neither of them get muzzled when they go out. And she herself has a King Charles Spaniel. She's put it through 2 coursing rituals, running around in circles and running them at each other to bite their noses like that, to make them into weapons rather than pets, you see. Mentally ill people do this. An animal isn't a pet, it's a weapon. We can turn it into something that will bite people, make people frightened, worry people and so on. We see this all the time, don't we? Particularly with...
I can't find any notes against her
You won't.
address.
Because unfortunately the housing office, in my opinion, are using her as a weapon. And I'm sorry, but that's the lay of the land here. She manipulated another man in 34 here, who's psychotic and paranoid, into punching me in the face on my doorstep with another psychopath she had recruited from down the way and 2 other men. So there's 5 of them, and they're going to give me a good kicking and punching on my doorstep because she wants that. She gets other people to do her violence for her, you see.
Okay, can I take your name
Yes, my name's Jay
and your surname?
Taylor.
Okay, 1 minute.
As I say, beware false witness that is not trained, is not educated and does not have the qualification it claims. Notably Sarah Steggles.
Oh, she's in Sarah Stickles, she's antisocial behaviour team.
Well, she is, yes, but then she's got it a bit wrong, you see. In the terms of my experience with her over several years now, her idea is to install psychopaths and psychopathy or around me. And they are bullying and abusing and harassing and bullying and abusing and harassing. I think, you see, the council made the mistake of antisocial behaviour. No, it should be antisocial behaviour prevention, not creation. And that's what Sarah Steggles has been doing in my life. I know why she's doing it, but then that's just her, you see. So, but this is the situation I'm in now.
Just give me a second. I just want to double check against the block because you're flat, aren't you?
Yes. And that's rotten with damp in the bedroom, and there's a case going on against City Council at the time.
I can see that. You've got an open complaint for that.
Yeah, it's coming to court on the 17th of May. And this has been going on 14 years as well, where water comes up from under the floor, creates damp in the bedroom, and one half the whole bedroom is completely rotten with damp.
It's a different department that deals with official complaints, which is what you've done. You've gone through the official channel.
Yeah, I'm just updating you on the entire situation. I'm sorry to do that, but you see, because of these lies being told, I have to get through that before I'm getting to some sense about what is real, you know. I'm sorry, but people are getting away with being like this. They don't seem to understand that when you use a civil position against an individual, it's a criminal offence, punishable by 6 years in prison. It's called Crown Proceedings Act 1947. Like, you know, you're at school with somebody, like the case that started this, and you don't like them, so then you use your position in the council to attack them, bring them into court when it's completely bogus and not necessary. That kind of thing. But this is criminal, you see. But they get away with it, don't they? You know what I mean? I mean, I did work on the junction stuff, and the first week started doing it, the treasurer was sacked for having his fingers in the till. I mean, the first week that was under G.G. Datson then. But I'm very familiar how these things work. I sat in council's meetings for 3 years to get the junction built, so I'm well aware of how this works. And that's probably why I'm getting it a lot of the time, because they don't like that I did that, you see. At certain people, certain places don't like it, and they're very powerful people. But I did note when I was doing acutes, you see, at the end of it, that a lot of people there were victims of people who were mad, but the mad people were rich, had status, power, and got away with it. But they never turned up on the acute wards, only their victims did, if you see what I mean.
Okay, while you've been talking, I have
I'm
been
sorry.
listening to you quite clearly. I've been searching the records against all, like the block and your individual address.
Yeah.
I can only see one call out regarding the drain you're referring to.
Well-
I can't find any other call outs that you said that we've been out to.
Well-
Have you called out of hours at all?
No,
They don't always be wrong.
during hours, but I'm quite sure it's about 5 times. As I say,
I can't only see one,
yeah,
because we log it up to the block normally.
I know you do, but you also destroy all records after 2 years. So,
So you think we haven't been out?
oh, you've been out, but you've
Longer
just
than 2 years,
you've been out, but you've ditched the records after 2 years. You see that
Right, so
there's a council
so are
thing
you saying
that.
that we haven't attended in the last 2 years then?
Yes,
Is that what
I mean
you're
this,
saying
as I say, this
then?
has gone
Right,
on
okay.
years and years and years. So it goes back further than that. You see, Joe. I mean, I've been in this flat 14 years, and you know, it's amazing. I haven't died from pneumonia, and they've been given keys. They've come in here. They've done damage to things. One boy, and this is going to sound mad, I know, but it's not my mad. He brought a child in, raped the child on my bed, sent me a photograph into my phone. That phone was not connected to a provider, did not have a network SIM in it. So he had to enter the phone through the virtual SIM, insert 2 photographs and a video. The other photograph was he was laying on my sofa with his fist up his bottom. Now, this is very nasty, this is very stupid and very mad. But it is the nature of the people that are involved in this thing. And as I say, they are people of power, wealth and status, but at the same time, they are mad. I mean, you know, The idea was that call the police and say, "Oh, it's on my phone." They'll take my phone. You see, my phone's gone. I'll never get it back because they're involved. They're up to it, up to their necks in it. So
Right, so it's the drain, your kitchen sink, you say, that you've got the issue with now, is it?
that's correct because, as I say,
Right.
more excrement has been pushed up. I can smell it when I'm trying to clear it. And I've been trying for hours to clear it, but it's very firmly stuck. They put acid down it before, and they couldn't clear it, the two plumbers that turned up. And they went off, and they were going to come back next day, but then about 10 o'clock in the evening, they'd left at 4. 10 o'clock in the evening, went blah, 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 and emptied. Because, of course, you put that stuff up there, it does calcify over time. So that means it turns into rock, virtually. If you see what I mean.
Right, well, I'm going to get our contractors to come out. It will be today, okay?
Okay.
The phone number you're calling me from, is that the best contact number to get you on?
Yes, best contact number. Yeah.
Okay.
But
I've got another number on here. Is this an old number that ends in 493? Do you still have that? Or is that
old
an
number, gone, finished, dead. That was
I'll take that off.
that same Android that later I did connect. But you see, I'd always used it as a camera and music, that kind of thing. Never connected to provider. Never had a network SIM in it. So that's quite a technical thing to get through to the virtual SIM. Turn on Bluetooth. Insert 2 photographs. The first photograph of him having sex with the child, he reinserted 3 times. And that's in real time. So
Okay.
now,
Okay, Mr. Taylor, what I've done is I've done raised the job. I'm going to email it over to them. They will give you a call, let you know when they're coming, okay?
yeah, would you also pass this recording to someone in authority that might have some common sense, please?
For what reason? Sorry, for what reason?
Well,
Just explain my job.
Yeah, because I've just explained to you a whole bunch of things that they ought to know about,
Okay.
and you know it may well be that people are trying to persuade you I don't make up these things. I don't, because I don't lie and I don't do falsehood. You see, the one thing about gaslighting and that kind of idea is that if you are dealing with a person who does lie, cheat, swindle, manipulate, con in their life every day, then it will work. But if you are dealing with somebody who only tells the truth, doesn't do falsehood, and when actually speaking like this, I'm making a nursing report. So I'm summing up a situation here in reality. You understand? So I'm not having that kind of aspect. Now, what I've just told you in the last 20 minutes, I've also recorded myself. Okay? So I need this passed to somebody in authority that has some sort of influence over these people who have been doing this. Because it needs to go to a higher authority. Greening is obviously not plugged in at all. So maybe to Pollock, I don't know. But somebody in authority, please. And now that's a specific request to you as a council employee to pass this information, recording the actual recording of this phone call to somebody in some authority. Okay? So I'm
Okay,
very
I'll
serious
send
about
it
that.
across to my manager, okay?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right then.
Bye.
Thank you.
So,
Bye-bye.
bye, Joe. Sorry to leave this on you like that.
No,
But
that's fine. Okay, not a problem. Thank you.
bye.